Hey guys, welcome to the Bar Exam. I'm your host, Allie Rayner, with my amazing co-hosts, Eric G and Mr. Marcus TV. Guys, I hope that you had a really good week. Marcus, how about you start us off? Tell us about your week.
Week was good. Weekend was better. I was in Memphis, so my grandpa turned 95. It was good. It was a good vibe. It was good times. It was good fun.
That's awesome. Congrats to Grandpa. Eric, how about you?
Real chill weekend. I just stayed at the house, worked out a little bit, caught up on some wrestling, and that's pretty much about it. Got ready for the work week. Got out of training for my new job, so yeah, everything's going well.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mostly just worked myself. But it's funny that Marcus said that his grandfather just turned 95. I think a week and a half ago, my grandmother turned 98. So we got
Oh, okay.
some
That's
real
dope.
good genes in the family on both sides, I see. So that's awesome. All right, guys, let's get into it though. Today, coming before the bar exam is DaBaby's Boogeyman. So this is DaBaby's fourth album. It's the one that he released. I think it was like September 23rd, something like that. Not too long ago, very recently. He just dropped it, and it's not his first album, but it is his first album since that whole LGBTQ and HIV comments and controversy that he had at his concert or his Rolling Loud set, at last year. Sorry. So basically, it's been an anticipated album, and people were projecting the sales. People were wondering if he was going to be able to pull it off again. And so far, it's not looking like it. It looks like the first week sales were only 17,000 units, just a little bit over that. And the most famous song off of the album, or infamous song off the album, is Boogeyman. And now we're going to examine the bars. So I wanted to just start off first because I feel like we've got to get it out the way. I feel like it's the line that everybody was shocked about and shook about, because I definitely was. So basically, he jumps right into it and he goes, all right, hold on one sec. He goes, "You play with me, shut the lights off." Okay, well, sorry. Okay, "You play with me, the shit was childish. The day before she said that Tory Lanez shot her, I was fucking on Mgegan Thee Stallion. Waited to say that shit on my next album, hit it the day before too. But I kept it playing, I ain't say nothing about it." So it then goes on into Party and how he feels about Party, but I needed to stop just right there because it was a lot going on in just those few lines. He name drops Tory Lanez, he name drops Mgegan Thee Stallion, and he talks about the situation where Tory allegedly shot Megan, and then he doubles it up by saying that he was smashing Megan too. What do you guys think? Like, I was shocked.
I'm
Marcus,
gonna
what
let
do you
Eric
think?
go.
Oh,
I'm
Eric,
gonna
you
let
go.
Eric
Go
go.
ahead, Eric. You
So
shaking your head.
here's my thing, man. Here's the thing. You mentioned it earlier. DaBaby has had about a year to rehabilitate himself. And again, this album was highly anticipated. A lot of people were waiting to see what he was going to come up with next. And I just feel like coming out with this was just extremely unnecessary. Like we didn't even know where this whole thing was coming from. Like, yeah, we saw the rumors before of them like linking up together, and yes, we had little preconceived notions of what could have possibly happened back then, but nobody was like speculating on that anymore. Like, nobody was even thinking about the fact that they were linked up before. So for him to bring that up now, it was just very, very childish. And to me, it just showed one step forward and two steps back. And the sales show it. Nobody cares that he's talking about this. Like, it's getting memed about a little bit, and it's getting covered on social media. But other than that, is it really helping? I don't
No,
see where it helps.
I totally agree, Eric. Like, honestly, it just came off as a gimmick to me. I don't know if I really believe it. And even if I did, I think it's funny because I feel like he contradicts himself so much in just the line alone. He's talking about he didn't say nothing about it. He kept it player or whatever. It's like, but
That's the exact opposite of keeping it player, because you just said something
exactly.
about it.
1,000%. And then I felt like for her, it was like on brand. I mean, she talks about it all the time in her songs. She got 3-4 boyfriends, niggas, whoever, hoes, whatever. So it was like, if anything, all you did was expose that you were one of her hoes. I don't know. I think that he tried to make it seem like a way to dig at her, but I don't think it works. What do you think, Marcus?
I think DaBaby's been going downhill for a long time. We wanted to cancel DaBaby like 3 times already. I mean, for like the last with the live with him kicking out Danny Lynn, we wanted to cancel him, but then he got saved because that really wasn't his fault, and he hasn't had any success since then. I mean, the peak for the DaBaby was Chappelle mentioning him on that special. When he said DaBaby shot a nigga in Walmart, that was it. You were going downhill at a career after that. Who cares about DaBaby? There's how many people in rap named DaBaby? Lil Baby, DaBaby. I mean, we got
Weezy F Baby.
Yeah. It's so to cancel DaBaby and just on a confusion standpoint, so like we don't have to mention him anymore. I mean, and did he really put North Carolina on the map?
That's a major bold claim.
Because I'm still gonna say when I think of North Carolina, it's still Petey Pablo.
I'm lost. I don't know who that is. I'm not even gonna front like I do. I swear to God, I'm just
you don't know who
real.
Petey Pablo is?
Teach me.
You don't know
You've never heard the song Freak a Leak?
Oh, Freak Leak. Oh, okay.
At the end of
but I did not
Drumline,
know it was by Petey Pablo.
Drumline, Nick Cannon, when they had the bit, who am I?
Yeah, I guess.
I can't believe you never. Oh my goodness.
You talk
guys. I guess I'm just not as cultured as I thought I was. Sorry. Definitely not about North Carolina. I'm definitely not cultured about that state whatsoever.
Oh, that's your viral moment right now. Like that. This is episode 1, show 1. That's your viral moment.
Sorry.
It
is what it is. But okay, but I hear what you're saying though. So like he basically really didn't do anything that was too crazy, like, you know, to keep him in headlines like that was related to his music. It seems like everything else has been about talking shit to women or talking shit about women or like multiple girlfriends, beating up dudes.
He shot a nigga in Walmart.
Do you guys remember when you finally saw, did you guys see the video? Like the video from the actual Walmart?
Yeah, it was nuts.
That was so nuts. It completely changed my perspective of how that whole thing went down. Like when I first heard the song, I was like, yeah, I thought, you know, because he mentions it in a few songs. So I kept thinking that like it was because the dude ran up on him or something. But when you watch the video, it's crazy. So yeah, it's like antic after antic, violence after violence. And sometimes it's cool because you're like, oh, that gangster ass rapper actually is backing that shit up. Like that's who he is in real life. The only thing though is that I think that Baby fucked up with the whole trying, like not focusing on his music and like growing lyrically, maybe even sound wise. I think he tried to switch it up, but it kind of sounds like the same old song to me.
He had a chance. He dropped an EP right after his brother died. I can't remember the name of it right now, but he had a chance because he was talking about a lot of personal stuff on that project, and that was showing a different side. But then he again went right back to the same stuff that we know him for. So
I wonder if it's because it's an EP versus an album. Does that make a difference?
Either way, he rapping as soon as it come on. As soon as they press, as soon as they say, "Hey, you can go." All right, no, he just starts. Like, I mean, it makes no sense. Like, there's no. I don't even know why he uses beats. He just rap, and then they should just like. I shouldn't say this about people who live still, but they should just treat his music like he's already dead and just put his beats and lyrics on whatever's popping at the time. So just save all DaBaby's verses as acapellas and then just put them on things as they fit and as they come along.
That is definitely one way of doing it, and maybe it'll help him. I don't know. We could definitely see. Do you guys have anything else that you guys want to examine on this song in particular?
I'm waiting for Megan's response.
Yeah, same here. Because she still hasn't said anything yet.
Now, we know that Mgegan got the fucking bars, so I'm really waiting. Like,
Megan's gonna respond.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. I don't even know if she will respond. That's
She
what I'm
will.
nervous about. Maybe she'll just breeze over. I mean, not that I'm nervous, but I would just like to see that moment for her to just slap his ass with the lyrics.
She
But
Megan, she ain't got no Jay Prince in her corner. She's gonna respond.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good point.
yeah,
She's
she's
gonna
usually about
respond.
that life, especially when it comes down to writing it down in her music. So we'll see, and it'll definitely be anticipated.
Tori might even respond. Yeah, who knows?
Lord, I don't even. Let's not get on into Tory Lanez. This
Okay.
mofo is facing 24 years, and there's always something coming out his motherfucking mouth. Always something going on with him. Honestly, him and Baby linking up is like so perfect because they seem like they'd be the bestest
Perfect
bestest of
mix of
friends.
toxic masculinity.
Yes, 1,000%, Eric. You said it. The perfect example of toxic masculinity, 1,000%. And so I'm actually surprised they haven't done a whole fucking album together. So yeah, that might be the next move. Watch. It'll be something crazy.
Tory Lane. That's so wrong. Because it's
What?
not. If they did do something together, like, is it like a train?
I hope not. Watch. That would be one of the song themes. Watch.
Yeah.
I'm
That
out. I'm
totally
out.
sounds like some shit that they would do, honestly. Ooh,
No
Lord,
way.
this is nasty. Okay, let's get on into the next one. I'm
No
thinking
way.
of like images I don't need to be thinking about. Anywho, all right, guys. So next up on the bar exam is: do you swear to tell the whole truth? So help you, lyrical gods. So in this segment, each of the hosts are going to finally admit to not really fully knowing the lyrics or understanding the lyrics of a song, a classic song of theirs that they loved, or maybe it was like, one of those classic cultural hits. So, Marcus, do you want to start off with your selection for this week?
Mm-mm. No,
Okay.
no. Mm-mm.
He said
Because
hard pass.
yeah, I said it's a hard no because
Okay.
mm-mm,
Okay. So then we'll circle back to Marcus.
mm-mm.
Eric, how you feeling? Are you ready? Or should
Oh
I
yeah, I
just
got
jump
one.
in?
I got one. I got one
Okay, go
off
right
top.
ahead. Go ahead.
Check by Young Thug. When that first came out, I wanted to act like I knew the words to all that, to that whole song, but he was so hard to understand when he first dropped.
Even
And
now, I
yeah,
always
even
gotta
now
like
he's
look up
still hard
his
to
shit.
understand. He's a little easier now. Like the stuff that he puts out now, it's a little more intelligible than it used to be. But when he first came out, it was quite the task to
Yeah, very
try to
much
decipher
mumble.
some of those lyrics. Like the hook was probably the only thing I knew for months. And I remember some of my friends used to come up to me and be like, "Bro, why do you like this dude? Like, what is up with you? Like, I understand the Waynes of the world and everything, but this guy, like, what's up with that?" And I was just like, "Bro, like, I can't really put it to you like in words. Like, it's something about the way he sounds over the track. Like, it's the reason why I first started liking Future when Future first started getting super popping. But it was just a different type of instrument on the track that I liked. So it wasn't necessarily that I liked everything they said, but it was mostly I liked the way they sounded on the track. And then for me, I feel like both of them didn't get comfortable into how they actually like sounded on the songs and to make shit a little bit more intelligible until a little bit later on in both of their careers respectively. So that one for me, like I just remember like trying to sing the lyrics of that shit and really trying to figure out what he was saying because everyone kept thinking he was saying some wild shit in the lyrics. So that was the other reason I wanted to know because I'm like, all right, I want to know because I want to see what wild shit he was saying. So
That's usually the
easily
best
check
part.
for me. Huh?
I said that's usually the best part. Like trying to
Oh
figure out
yeah.
the wild ass shit. It's like, how do I say this super duper? Like I gotta know exactly what I'm saying when I yell it in the club.
Especially Thugs, he be wilding on the lyrics. He don't give a fuck. He'll say whatever.
Oh yeah, that is a fact. All right. Well, thank you, Eric. Thank you for your selection. Okay, so for mine, I chose "I Am Real" by J Lo. So I know it's not a hip hop song. I mean, it sort of is because it's really the Murder Inc. remix. with Ja Rule on it.
Mhm.
And honestly, it's like the very first line. I'm embarrassed to say that when I was growing up, I did not know what the hell she was saying. So the line goes, Ja Rule says, "What's my motherfucking name?" And she goes, I kept thinking she was saying, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready." As a dumbass kid. Now I know that she was saying RULE. And I'm just like, why did it take me so long to understand that? I do not know. But then also, I looked at the lyrics themselves a little bit more, especially today after I realized, I had to pick a song about which one was, going to be up against the bar today. And I was looking at the lyrics, and at first I thought it was a song about like this girl and this dude kind of chasing each other, kind of like, they're in a relationship already. But when I was looking at the lyrics today, I realized that's not exactly the case. So it kind of sounds like it sounds like J-Lo has a bunch of dudes on her squad. She got a bunch of dudes trying to talk to her. And she's trying to decide like who to cut off, like what she's gonna do. She wants to be officially single. And I think that Ja Rule is one of the dudes, like one of her side hoes. And he's like, cut everybody else off, but keep me, because he be saying stuff like, let me see. Okay, no. So he tells her like, like stick with me kind of thing, like you know that I got your back kind of a thing, and basically like who else is gonna love you better? That's basically what he's saying the entire time. And at the end, I thought that she was choosing Ja Rule, but it sounds like she's kind of telling everybody else like, I'm single, I cut everybody off, I'm doing my own thing. But it sounds like she's still having like a little sneaky link with Ja Rule, because she says, now people loving me and hating me, treating me ungratefully, but knowing that they ain't making or breaking me. Sorry, I'm not a rapper or a singer. My life, I live it to the limit and I love it. Now I can breathe again. Baby, now I can breathe again. So when I heard that part, I kept thinking that she was single. But then she says, now people screaming, what's to do with you and so and so. I tell them niggas, mind their biz. They don't hear me though, because I live my life to the limit and I love it. Now I can breathe again. Baby, now I can breathe again. So to me, it sounds like she's saying like, everybody mind your business. And I'm not going to let you know about my hoes anymore, which is very 2022 if you ask me. And that's just my interpretation of J-Lo's I'm Real. And that's it. That's all I got for Swear to Tell It Whole Truth. What do y'all think?
I'm embarrassed to say mine. That's why I want to go first. And so and you dated me when you didn't know who P.D. Pablo was. You just really made me like put my age out there and dated me. So mine was Master P, Ice Cream Man, and I remember
Oh, wow.
but I remember it because I was literally in the 6th grade. The song came out, and I ain't had no gangster. Wasn't talking about nothing. I thought he was talking about ice cream, like literally fucking ice cream. Like, so he was like, before you jump in the game, because it's him and Mia X, and she's like, let's get one thing understood. If you're selling that ice cream, you got to make sure it's good. Mr. Ice Cream Man. And I'm like, oh, damn, you selling ice cream, you got to make sure. I didn't know he's talking about crack. I didn't know it was about cocaine. I'm a child singing my heart out to the Ice Cream Man. I am a fan of this. And then years later, you get back to this, they said, Jeezy, you can't ban the snowman. I understood. Nobody protected me with the Ice Cream Man. Nobody said shit about the Ice Cream Man when that came out. They didn't say nothing. And that's why I couldn't go first. After the whole P.D. Pablo thing, I couldn't tell. I
felt like you had to bow out.
Yeah, I couldn't say that. Like, because if you would have said like Master P who, I just like it just would have been black.
No, I would never.
Like,
I know who Master P is at the very least.
But you might not have knew that song. At one time, shit, No Limit was I don't even want to say quality control because everybody left there. shit was the CMG of the day that has the most. CMG has the most artists right now. So yeah, everybody wanted to go there.
Yeah, I like the song that you picked for real because it's definitely one of those songs that you remember. It's like I feel like it's one of the hits, right? It's kind of like a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic.
But
oh yeah,
right. But I like that he did do like this cool ass metaphor. Like I love songs like that where like kids can sing it and be completely oblivious, but grown ass adults know what the fuck is going on. I kind of like songs like that. Like She Wanna Lick Me Like, what is it? She Wanna Lick Me Like the Rapper with Lil Wayne. For the longest time I thought he was talking about lollipops, like an idiot, like a dumbass. But I was saying in a child's place.
I mean, it's no secret. I'm from St. Louis. Nelly, Country Grammar, biggest song ever. Riding down. He talking about a drive-by. No one. Oh, no.
I just learned something today.
You did
what?
Go okay. Like so.
I didn't know about the Master P ice cream thing either, so I also learned that.
Yeah,
I feel like you would have gotten in trouble as a kid for walking around singing that. Like, especially if like your parents knew what that was really about.
Yeah, you did. You did. You. So
I think that some parents just like, I don't know. As long as the kids don't fully know the lyrics, I feel like sometimes parents just be like, it is what it is.
Right.
So yeah, this is just a little bonus, but I'm going down, baby. Your street in a Range Rover. Street sweeper, baby, cock ready to let it go. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa, what? Shimmy, shimmy, listen, pound. Light it up and take a puff. Listen to me now.
I honestly kept thinking that he was talking about like smoking with his niggas in the car. I swear to God, I did not know he was talking about a drive-by.
Yeah, it's a
that coded language.
Yeah, riding down your street with a street sweep. Like, yeah, he had the chopper riding. I mean, it would. Yeah, I mean, come on.
I'm sure
that was back before people even were saying choppers like that and all their lyrics like that.
St. Louis was the murder capital.
He was ahead of the curve a little bit.
Yeah, we were the murder capital either after or during New Orleans before Katrina. So, this is.
Jeez.
I mean, granted, ain't nothing to really brag about and shit, but that was before Chicago and everywhere else. But yeah.
Yeah, you definitely taught me something brand new, Eric.
You feel like I'm triple OG status out here. Like I'm the whack 100 of the Midwest and shit.
Me and Eric just went to school. Definitely. Thank you, Marcus. That was very enlightening. I'm never going to listen to that song ever again. Like, not the same way anyway. I'm never going to listen to that shit ever the same way ever again. Okay. But anyway, so moving on. Next up, we probably have the hardest segment in Bar Exam. It is the Finish That Rhyme segment. So basically, Eric has already picked out what we're going to be singing today. Okay. And we have to finish the rhyme for him. And last time Marcus killed it. So let's see what happens. Eric, do you want to start it off?
All right. I'll start it off. All right. To all the ladies in the grace with style in place, allow me to lace these lyrical douches in your bushes.
First of all, are you trying to mess us up? Like, wait a minute. You mixed up. See, I am not even good at this, but the one lyric that I barely know, I'm pretty sure, isn't it like, now to all the ladies in the place with style and grace, right?
Yeah, is that not what I said?
You said place, and I was like, wait a minute.
Oh.
Are we supposed to be like mixing, like, you know how you have to like
I was right there.
Rearrange
I was this close. I was this close.
You were close.
I was this close. I was one word off.
But okay, so do it again. All right. So I can remember the rest.
All right. How was the cadence?
It was better. You were very, very good. Yes.
All right.
Cadence was on point.
All right. To all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace these lyrical dishes in your bushes.
Who rock grooves and make moves with all the menus. Back of the
sipping Moet back of the clubs where you can find me. Mad question asking, blunt passing.
Music blasting, but I just can't quit because one of these honeys got to frequent.
It doesn't help that we all be like, times, but
it goes to show how important the fucking 808 is. That's really what it comes down to. Cause like doing this in my head and here and like sound like is to do this without in lyric without
we got half of that right.
yes,
we got about half of that right.
I completely forgot though who made grooves with wasn't it who made grooves with all the mommies or some shit, right? It was that part that I messed up on. It was like who made what is it?
Who rock grooves
grooves
and make moves with all the mommies. Yep, right there.
Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah. That's and then we got the rest though. I feel like we sort of kind of barely saved it.
And then nobody knows what's else.
What the rest?
The rest. It's like it goes. It's to lift every voice and sing.
We're definitely not doing that song today, but
no way.
I think that I'm trying to think if I know the rest. Back at the club, Moet. Gotta creep with, sleep with. Why not? Why blow up my spot? Because we both got hot. Now check it. I got my Mac, then Craig, and then the bed. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the need. No need to be greedy. Got Mac, Benz. What? Right? Am I fucking it up?
No, I think you were on. I think you were right.
Okay. Oh, dang, you're right. That fucking 808. I need it. I fucking need it to stay
that
on
was
the
good
flow.
though. That was really good.
Myself. No need to be greedy. I got mad friends with Benzes. See notes by the layers. True fucking players. Jump in the Rover, come on over. Tell your friends to jump in the GS3. I got the Kush by the tree. Oh no, it's the Chronic by the tree. Yeah, that's about it.
They weren't saying Kush yet.
Yeah. Hey, you got it this week. I'm going.
That one, yeah, I'm bowing down to you. That one was good.
Hey,
I love me some Big. I can't even.
Clearly.
If it was Get Money, it's over for the both of you hoes. Just know. I mean, not the hosts. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Both of you, babe. You know, you amazing co-hosts. I meant to say.
No, I get that.
I was like, I feel personally attacked.
I'm sorry. I got a little bit too in my rap persona for a second. My bad.
Most West
my
Coast
amazing co-host.
She stepped into her New York Timbs for like a smooth minute.
Yeah, a good hot second, and now I'm back out. My bad. That's my bad. Eric, is there anything else?
You're gonna order a chopped cheese sandwich from the store.
Right.
A bacon, egg, and cheese. Thank you.
See?
Honestly, I wish that I was from New York, like dead ass. Like, there's so much talent from New York.
You said dead ass.
She said dead ass.
She said dead ass.
I surely did. I surely fucking did.
Between this, the PD Pablo shit tonight, this was, oh my God.
Yeah. When you put your social up and they try to holler at you in the DMs, they're gonna come New York.
Honestly, okay, so that's the thing though. I don't like New York dudes. I just like New York flavor. You know what I mean? Like, I like the culture, I like the vibe, but I don't think I could ever. I couldn't. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I think that we did a good job. I think we did a damn good job. I don't know what y'all think, but
I agree.
Okay,
dope. All right, guys. Is there anything else you want to leave the people with? Anything else y'all want to say to the people at home?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Go watch Drumline. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say watch the last 10 minutes of Drumline. You know,
I'm gonna look that all. I'm gonna look up PD Pablo. Like, I'm gonna come next week better prepared and understanding, you know, a little bit more of hip hop culture for sure. So
you need to understand what spinning your t-shirt around your head like a helicopter really came from.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah.
You know, do you guys ever have like songs that you sing along to? Because it's like one of those, like, you know, like not the lyrics, but you know, like the hook, or like when it comes on, it's like all of a sudden you remember some bits and pieces. So I feel like if you put his music on, I'm gonna know what the fuck you're talking about. But sometimes you don't know where it actually came from or who, you know, is the original. So I'm definitely gonna learn
that way about songs that was on BET Uncut.
Yo, BET Uncut.
Yeah,
man.
it's a lot of songs like that. When I hear them, I know them from Uncut, but I don't know where they is. Yeah, so I feel that. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, absolutely. I honestly miss BET Uncut. I miss 106 in Park, all that stuff. So you're right. That stuff
Rhapsody in
used
the
to actually
Basement.
help you a lot to understand the culture, understand what's up and coming. So yeah, you got a point there. But all right, guys, I'm glad that we all had a good little time. We all learned something new today, for sure. I know I definitely did. And people at home, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in next week for the bar exam. We'll talk to you guys later.